Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Vampyr. And Dr. Swansea is right on the other side of this door, guys, which means we may have a boss fight here incoming. Before we do that, however, I did a little bit of checking around here, and I'm really glad I did because we actually missed a document here on this shelf. The Vampyr Knight. William Marshall. Forget the legend about the man. The one most of you never heard of, you lazy bastards. Forget the empty tomb in Temple Church. Forget the death of those among us who died trying to locate him. We, the guard, know that he is still hiding somewhere. That's the only fact we must keep in mind. Another small detail we need to keep in mind. This little fucker is clever. How many times have we thought we had cornered him to finally only find his old dust and cobwebs? Marshall has been a vampire for 1,000 years. We're no match until we change our plans concerning his hunt. So, here are a few questions for you, lazy bastards, and I want all of them answered before speaking of another great hunt to pin the leech down. Who helped him escape his den under Temple Church? We know now for a fact that a private contractor was paid to move a large coffin from the church a few years before we investigated the tomb. What exactly did the traitors of Brotherhood of St. Paul discuss with Marshall when they met in 1785 in London? The report of this meeting has been burnt, but witnesses remain of a request made by Marshall to access a specific book in their library. Why does the monstrosity known as Lady Blackwood seem linked to Marshall? They exchanged letters. She went in London to meet him in 1786, according to the Brotherhood spies. She tried discreetly to buy his castle in Wales in 1793 before fleeing when spotted by our fearless mentor, Kendall Stone. See the pattern here? What happened during these years? Why such agitation and activity? Answer these questions, my brothers, and you will find the path to our most imminent foe, William Marshall, oldest vampire of England to survive our righteous wrath. Excuse me. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldrick, Prywin Leader. And we are just 2 pieces away from getting all the collectibles, guys. That makes me happy. Okay. Well, I don't think there was a safe key or anything else around here, so I guess we will just head in here and talk to Edgar. Whoa.
Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
And then putting him in a chair?
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Not really, no.
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I have doubts. I believe you. You're hiding something. To tell you the truth, I think he is hiding something. I'm not exactly sure what.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession? Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
I really bet that he's our sire.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Oh, yeah. The Joneses.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theatre. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother, a symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum?
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
Oh,
You
no.
did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
I made a mistake. But what is science if not trial and error? We both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
Ooh.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Oh. Let die, you deserve it. Embrace, I'll make your death quicker. Turn. Sacrifice 3,000 XP in the process, you're not going to die. Holy crap. Okay. So, obviously, we're not going to kill him. But we do have an interesting choice here between letting him die and turning Edgar into a vampire. Ooh. I mean, turning him would be interesting. It's definitely what he would want, because he's wanted to be an econ for ages. But at the same time, he caused a lot of issues. And also the experimentation. That's kind of what I'm worried about, because if he was willing to compromise his morals and experiment on people without them knowing, and taking blood from people without them knowing, what's going to happen when we turn him into a vampire? Is he going to get better, or is he going to get worse? Oh, but he is also Pembroke's pillar. So if he dies, everyone in Pembroke is going to get sick. That actually could affect all of London. Oh, what do we do? You know what? This is the natural order of things. The reason that we turned Sean Hampton into a vampire was to keep the skull plague at bay. We knew that we could make a skull into an econ if we wanted to. I don't think I want to do this to Edgar. And it sucks because his voice and just how he acts, it's so proper. It's kind of pulling on my heartstrings just a little bit, but if he's willing to experiment with mad scientist with mad science as a human, that's the last thing I want, is to turn him into a kindred. Or not into an econ, excuse me, VTM reference. So I hope this is the right call, but I think we're going to go ahead and let nature take its course.
Yes, Edgar, you're about to die. I won't say it's fair, but I can't say you don't deserve it.
Your words hurt deeply, Jonathan, for they come from a friend. I helped you, remember?
Yes.
Oh, this is pain.
The second I saw you in that bar, I knew we would accomplish great things, you and I.
I thought you were a vampire until you brandished that cross.
You looked so lost when you opened that door. For a few seconds, I thought you were there to kill me.
I think we were both afraid.
And now, I feel true fear. Is there an afterlife? What will become of me when I'm dead, Dr. Reid?
I really cannot say, Dr. Swansea.
In the end, life betrays us all.
Oh, that's just how he talks. It's so sad. The dying Swansea. Destroy Harriet Jones, the source of the Skulls epidemic. Hint failed. Oh, prepare to fight the disaster. Oh, okay. Small key. Is he dead? Or is he about to? Okay. Weirdness has happened. I don't know if we made the right call. It's too late now. Old love letter. London, 12th of May, 1912. My most exquisite friend. Everything is now ready for our journey to France. We'll leave from Dover on the 17th, and we will spend the whole summer in Paris. I can't wait to taste all the delicate flavors the wonderful city has to offer, and I can't wait to try them all with you. Music, food, theater, architecture, perfumes, fashion, and you. Oh, what a delight it will be. I already wrote to some of my good artist friends who will be delighted as me to see you on stage at the French Theater. Edmund Rostand should be there. I know you like his work very much, and I count him to introduce us to the magnificent Sarah Bernhardt. That would be the greatest achievement of this journey. I can't wait to hold you again in my arms, my sweetest delight, and drink again the source of your divine talent. Your devoted Calhoun. Calhoun Russell. Oh. Did Calhoun have a relationship? Okay, we went around this way with Doris. That's not good. The door has been unlocked. Lovely. And where... Oh, we're right back where we started. Okay, but we are right in the belly of the beast. We need to find that key. Or the safe's key. And this is actually really sad that we're having to do this while Swansea is essentially dying or dead right here next to us. I completely forgot, like, how friendly we were. But at least we didn't kill him. That could have been worse. Right? Maybe? Did we check up here? On the table. I kind of need to tear this place apart until I find that key. We need to talk to Lady Ashbury as well. And we really even don't know what exactly the calamity is. That's the scary part about this. Yeah, check all the doors.
Stay close, guys.
Oh. Looks like reinforcements have arrived. Well, of course that was going to happen. I am not looking forward to sleeping. Because when that happens, we are pretty much going to see everyone at Pembroke get sick. And then we'll have to deal with it. Because we're going to be the attending physician. Now this is the way out, right? Okay. We need to check the map. That key is somewhere in this building. There's no other place that it could be. And Prywin Chaplain.
It ain't you.
Oh.
Remember your vows, friends.
Uh-huh. Oh, dear. Come on. Phalanges.
Back in the grind.
Okay.
I have it. I can now open the box.
Brand new key. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. Open the safe and retrieve Usher Talltree's notebook. Were they there the entire time and I just missed them? Or maybe they showed up after this. I don't know. I'm still like thinking about Swansea. He's just a little bit of a mad scientist. It's fine. His heart was in the right place, maybe. Okay, oh wait, am I past right where the safe was? Well, the good news is we can just go ahead and go through the front door.
I really don't know if I should read this.
Personal notebook. Details. Ooh. Bring the notebook to Usher Talltree. Should we read it? Oh, man. Hold on. Yeah, we have 2 pillars that are dead. Bring the notebook to Usher Talltree. You know what? We're not going to read it. We're not. That is not in our pay grade. I am very curious about it, though. That's one of those maybe curiosity killed the cat.
Don't forget to check every door.
Yep. Check every door. And we need to go talk to Lady Ashbury, who is at her house. Prepare to fight the disaster. Now, that would be convenient to go ahead and travel to her first, but I think we're going to head up and talk to Usher. And see what exactly we get for turning this in.
I will return later.
I will return later? What? I don't know what that was about.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
That, you know what? That actually is an interesting point. That Edgar, Swansea went ahead and did what he did. Gave the vampire blood and then didn't at all warn anyone about it. You know what I mean? It was one of those kind of things that didn't isolate her, didn't try to protect the rest of the patients, didn't keep her truly isolated, gave her own private room, but other than that, he was messing with a... I'm trying to legitimize this in my head by any means necessary, but yeah, he was irresponsible. Did that necessarily mean he should have died? Probably not. But that's my story and I'm sticking to it? Yeah? We'll go with that. Beg pardon? Oh, hi, Skulls. Sorry, we're just gonna... Whoa! We are not in a good part of town. Okay.
Demon! Back!
I just killed a demon. You should be nicer. Here, eat that. Or maybe we should run. Running sounds good.
I'm vermin!
Because I can't... Ooh! Whoa!
You leeches need killing!
You are not nice people. Can't say I'm a fan. Okay, they just decided to let me go. I'm okay with this. Now, how do we get back to that district? Actually, there's just that way, unless we want to go through Whitechapel, which I do not. However, we will take this opportunity to head over here and talk to our courtly shopkeep and see what he has to say about Doris Fletcher.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. A great night, what?
Did you? Not really.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Do you have... what was it? Ergo... oh, yes you do. I will buy all of those. Because we need them for things. Oh, we got some white phosphorus, too. Oh, well.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. A great night, what?
Calhoun, tell me about your relationship with Doris Fletcher.
Oh, Doris. Cold fire and burning ice trapped in a perfect body. Our passion was as intense as it was brief. What an actress.
How did you meet her?
On a boat to France before the war. She was thinking about a career in Paris, and I was eager to try French gastronomy. We both returned disappointed.
I expect you've seen her on stage, too.
She really is the best actress of her generation. Such frailty and such strength at the same time. I hope she'll play again soon. She's been away for too long.
Yeah, about that.
You sound surprisingly sad. Have you regrets?
I think of her as a divine dish. I'm glad I was able to taste it, but I regret I could only get a bite of her mystery.
You really loved her, then?
She fascinated me, Dr. Reid. I can't imagine what she must have endured through her life to reach such a level of emotion and sensibility.
Does that put him... oh, close.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
It has been such a long time.
Okay. Now that that's done,
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
let's go ahead and travel
It's always
back.
been your house, Dad.
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
Clarence is on the warpath. Alright, what do I have here in terms of my gear? I have... get our health back, maybe? There we go. I'm just gonna sneak by. Aha! Alright. Not too shabby. Crap. Okay, it's just a shadow icon. I was wondering, I was like, oh, is that one of the lords? The lords that aren't happy with my face right now. Because unfortunately, I don't have any... I don't think I have any blood right now. The old switcheroo. Excellent. And everything is starting to pump up, and we are just a lowly level 26. So things are definitely becoming more and more deadly for us. And we need to get some blood here soon. Oh, I hear rats. Oh, sweet nectar.
This is despicable.
But needed. Oh, so needed.
I have this thirst for blood.
Alright, this is kind of our last chance. Do we want to read the journal or not? We won't. Maybe as a last favor to Edgar.
Good
Good evening, Jonathan Reid. Can I help you in any way?
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewen stole from you.
And you've brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
Yes. I give it back to you untouched.
Then, my friend, you deserve a little something to reward your fortitude. Please, have this, with my gratitude.
What's in the notebook?
I can't answer you, Jonathan, since you chose not to open it.
Hint failed. Ah, boo. Crap. Okay. Well, wait a minute. Oh, he was at his max. I wonder what that last hint was. Well, we're not going to find out, unfortunately. Okay.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. A red river, a song in the dark, the whispers of a sun. So
okay,
many
what did we get? We got like a piece of lore, didn't we? The Band of the Dragon, Lost Library. I forgot. What was it called? Was it over here? Vampires Feed on Our Soul. I'm going to have to go ahead and look and double check what item that we got there because I just completely spaced that. But alright guys, we've got 5,000 XP. We need to go ahead and probably rest and see how bad shape Pembroke Hospital is about to be. And we'll probably have to head over there and treat quite a few sick people. But we will go ahead and end the episode here, and we'll pick it up next time. I think we probably made some bad decisions this episode, but only time will tell. If you guys liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.